after that is when they got the puck down in their zone, the Turkish were putting a little bit of pressure on them, and they were trying to make really difficult plays, and they weren't able to break out. And Turks put a little bit of pressure on them there in that late in that second period.
Yeah, spot on, Casey. Yeah, thank you for that superb analysis. It's really a good privilege and quite an honor actually to be sitting here commentating ice hockey here in New Zealand. Two Canadian guys commentating a double IIHF hockey tournament. Never would have thought this would have been possible, to be honest, and it's certainly a different feel when you're watching the game and now commentating a game instead of when you're in the thick of it playing. I mean, some of the viewers may not know, but you've played at this level and been an Ice Black. I've played at this level, been an Ice Black. It is not easy. We haven't really, we can talk and thinking of what the guys are doing. Maybe they might be having some nerves. There might be some pressure, in front of their home fans. They want to do well. But on the other side of it, they have to do well. They need to do well. We want to see them do well as well, and we want them to perform. And as well as the coaching staff and the fans, and we have these expectations for them, and now they have to execute. So it's just a matter of having that balance and striking whether or not, you can handle that pressure and then react and perform and do your job. And like you said, keeping it simple, and often the simplest things or simplest tasks on the ice, we don't want to overcomplicate them and make some good plays. And that goes for both sides. It's not just the Kiwis here, with us commentating. We want to call it as fair as possible. The Kiwis certainly are showing that they deserve every opportunity for a medal here in this tournament.
Yeah, I think that first period, there would have been a little bit of nerves playing in front of the hometown crowd. They would have wanted to come out and put on a good display. And I think you can see the Turkish guys, they were really up for it in that first period, a lot of energy. But I think after that first period, the Ice Blacks regrouped. The coaches probably had a word to them about the style of play that they wanted to do in that second period, and like I said, getting that puck deep and using size to their advantage, and they did that in the second period. And the class kind of showed that the Kiwis probably just have slightly better skill, slightly better team, and we should be able to carry that on into the third period here.
Yeah, exactly, and that's fantastic. I mean, it's good to see the scoreline, though. It's 3-0. I think the Kiwis would be pretty happy with how they've started this tournament and this game in particular, as it is the first matchup. And we've had two other games earlier today, as mentioned, with Mexico starting with a win, and then you had China beating Israel with a scoreline of 5-2. And so we've had some good contests here so far to start this tournament.
Yeah, some real good contests. I expect all the games to be very competitive, and I expect the Ice Blacks will be competitive in this tournament. And look, they've come into this aiming for gold. They want to come in here and win every game and play a really entertaining style of hockey. They got a lot of skill on this team. It's probably one of the most skilled teams that New Zealand's ever iced, and playing in front of the hometown fans, they'll really be up for it. And I think you got to give credit to the Turkish team, though. They've really come out and they hung with them in that first period, and they've really battled hard. And it's a real good test for the Ice Blacks first up. They want to make sure that they go into this third period and carry that momentum and just finish off the game on a real positive note, so that they go into the next game, feeling really good about themselves.
Yeah, that's true. That's all right. As you're saying earlier, and how competitive it is, there's never any easy games. Like Turkey's battling, they're competing. The Kiwis are just starting to show some of that skill and that strength, and that they're I don't know how you see it at the moment, but they are pulling away from the Turkish team slightly. The Turkish team's taking some penalties. They're getting a bit frustrated. They haven't been able to execute their game plan. So the Kiwis have had a good start. It's just, I'll be really fascinated to see how well the Kiwis adapt and change their structure and their game plan to suit the opposition that they play. And so they have to really try to match and surpass their competitive spirit and different dynamic that every team brings, like from Mexico to Israel to China. They're all offering something different and all have their different strengths and weaknesses, which I'm sure the Kiwi coaching staff is looking at. The Kiwis have had a great training camp. It's one of the first times that the Kiwis have been able to stay close to home. And that's such a big difference from years where, you know, I mean, look at how far you've gone and had to travel. At one point when we went to Iceland, before we had a training camp in Iceland, the World Championships in Iceland, we trained in Czech Republic. And you know, you having to travel all the way over to Europe, and it's 30 hours on a plane from Iceland down to New Zealand. Kiwis just went over the ditch, so, as they say, and trained in Melbourne against the Melbourne Ice, the Melbourne Mustangs. Had some really good quality preparation. There's not a lot of acclimatization, a feel-out period, an adjustment, having that similarity and maybe even that culture to share, and getting the guys ready mentally, physically. It's so important. And I'm not sure how what are your thoughts with the Kiwis' preparation? Do you feel they're ready? How are they performing? And is that pretty obvious for the viewers at the moment?
Yeah, well, I was able to watch all the games that they played over there in Melbourne, and you could see every game they were building. They were just getting a little bit better and a little bit better. You know, and they had some really competitive close games over there. And, you know, I just can't stress how important that is to play really competitive games, because you want to be able to simulate the same style of play and the same competition that you're going to play in the tournament. You don't want to go in and play teams that are way, way above you and get beat 10-0, because you don't get to practice that structure like you would in a sort of a tournament setting. So to me, the training camp that they had was really ideal. The facilities over there in Melbourne are fantastic. Like you say, they didn't have to travel too far. The time difference isn't that great. So, really good build up for them. And I think we saw in that last game that they played against the Melbourne Ice that, the combinations really started clicking. I can't remember off the top of my head how many goals they scored, but
they put a 9 spot up on the Melbourne Ice, which is pretty. That's a huge.
Beautiful play. Caelan Burns finishing off a tic-tac-toe play from Del Harif and Alexander Polozov. So you could see the confidence that they built up over that training camp really kind of peaked in that last game against the Melbourne Ice, and I think it was an ideal training camp for them, and a situation where they came into this tournament on a real positive note and feeling good about themselves as a team. And I think the team spirit within that dressing room is going to be real good at the moment.
Yeah. I wonder too if the Kiwis have maybe a bit more of a mental edge being here in their home country, and also knowing that they can send and have a full strength team. Because often I've heard in the past that some of the Kiwis have been criticized for not sending a full strength team over to a world championship, and guys aren't able to come and do these training camps because they're so far. The cost is quite high. That's certainly been a factor in for me in my decisions to not play anymore in the Ice Blacks, because that cost, you're trying to live in Auckland, it's a very expensive city, let alone, these guys are amateur playing a very highly competitive and expensive sport. With it being here in New Zealand, do you think that leads to having an advantage of getting the best quality players that they can ice? And in saying that, hopefully that can produce results. And if it does, what will have the impact in the future? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely having the tournaments here in New Zealand and having a training camp in Melbourne, it really kept the costs down for the players. And I think as a result, we've seen more of our top level players being able to commit to going, and they've been able to ice the best team that they can, and I think we'll see that translate into good results on the ice.
And it's good to see so many different players from different regions of New Zealand as well. Although there is a very high content of Auckland-based players in this year's squad that I was just noting, and quite a lot from the West Auckland Admirals this year, which is certainly a very good thing to see. It's very healthy for the development of the program in West Auckland. Certainly after years and years of playing against them and that constant, steady rivalry, where they kind of have been on the other side of it, I guess, so to speak, for a lot of years, and now it's sort of changed or it leveled out a little bit, and you can see the results coming through in the Ice Blacks with the numbers of West Auckland Admirals in the Ice Black squad.
Yeah, they developed a real good program out there in West Auckland, and they have really shifted their focus over the last couple of years into that junior development space, and we're starting to see some of the benefits of that. You know, a guy like Fraser Ellis has come out of that program, and you know, he's an Ice Black now. Spent some time overseas in the States playing, and you know, they've just got a good program over there, and they're developing Ice Blacks now because they put the time into development into their junior players.
Yeah, that's true. And you could argue the same thing for the Swarm as well. Over the years, they've had a lot of focus on those junior players and development. And that's another area of interest for me, is how New Zealand will be looking at developing younger people to play one day for these Ice Blacks and offering that pathway and showing and showcasing to everyone that they play ice hockey here in New Zealand. It's at a good level, and that we can compete with these countries and compete very well, and not only compete, but at the moment we're leading this game against Turkey. Hopefully there'll be more results like this in this tournament and also in future tournaments. So growth and development certainly is a major for New Zealand ice hockey.
Yeah, having a tournament in Auckland is great. Having an amphitheater, just you know, you get the local the fans out, and you see some junior age kids running around with Ice Black jerseys on here, and you know that when they see the senior players out playing in front of right in front of them live, it gives them inspiration, you know, and they want to go out and emulate that. You know, certainly that may, for me as a kid, I would go out and watch the junior hockey back home, and you know, I wanted to be them, and it inspired me to go out and train and you know, try and become that type of player.
Yeah.
So having it in New Zealand is a great opportunity for New Zealand ice hockey.
That's true. Yeah, like there's countless people that you've played with over the years, and a couple of people that might stand out from memory for myself is, of all places, high school hockey. And I grew up in Mississauga, close to Toronto area in Ontario, and one of the guys, he's a current NHL player, and he's playing with the Calgary Flames. He kind of took the high school scene and even junior hockey by surprise, and the guy's name's Matt Stajan. He kind of came in and he was real quiet, worked hard, didn't say much, good attitude. Got noticed by the OHL team while he was playing for the Mississauga Reps, I think it was, and he just clicked with a couple of guys in the OHL, got picked up, and he just had an explosion of points, and then got drafted into the NHL through the Toronto Maple Leafs, who, you know, I'm a fan of, and to see his progress and also maintenance in the NHL. And this is a guy who was regarded as small and looked over, and he's now in a 10-year NHL career, and he's somebody that always brought a good attitude to the rink, positive role model for kids, you know. And hats off to you, Matt. And if you, well, I doubt that he's ever listening to this. They just played against the Sabres, and they not Sabres, I'm thinking of the Leafs, Calgary, who secured a playoff spot in the NHL, and they got a good thing going over there in Calgary. Anyway, let's shift our focus back onto the ice here in New Zealand, the IIHF World Hockey Championships Division 2 Group B. We got New Zealand, also known as the Ice Blacks, taking on the Turkish team. Not really sure what their moniker is, but third period, pucks dropped, we're underway. Nice fresh sheet of ice as the puck's gliding around. Still looks a little bit somewhat wet out there. Turkey looking to steal that puck. Kiwis, Nick Henderson has it. Had it taken away from him mid-ice. Kiwis and the Turkish team playing tic-tac with the puck here a little bit, giving it away, getting it back. Icing is the call here. 9:21 in the third period here.
There's a couple times there on that play where Nick Henderson tried to break up the ice, and they just took a little bit too long in making a play. And the Turkish guys were right on them and putting pressure on them. They're going to want to move that puck a lot quicker.
19-18, third period of play here. Recounting the shots on goal from that second period of play. Kiwis had 30 shots on goal. The Turkish 10. They only managed to have 3 shots total in that second period. Turks just definitely going to have to look at changing that. As, oh, there's one there. We have one right off the face mask of Rick Perry. And that brings an instant stoppage to the game. Anytime a puck hits a goaltender in that mask area, well, not anytime, but if it results in a dislodgement, IIHF rules state that they will stop the play, again keeping player safety at the forefront and checking to make sure that the goaltender is all right.
Rick's okay there. Those goalie masks are designed so they kind of come into a V shape and you don't take any direct shots off the face, unlike a player's helmet.
Yeah, once again, we do hope that that Turkish player, we'll have to have a check and see if he's back on the bench after getting his ears looked at, number 4. 18:43 here in the third period of play. Rick Perry receives the puck, freezes it for a face-off in the Kiwi zone. So recapping the scoring, in the first period we saw New Zealand scoring with Paris Hyde, assisted from Jordan Chalice. Jordan Chalice had a goal in the second period, quite quick and early in that second period of play. And then Jacob Ratcliffe was another equal strength goal, assisted by Chris Eden and Alex Polozov from the second period of play. Turning back into it in the third period, number 11, Ollie Hay, sends a puck past the Turkish player, regains it. Quite nice stick handling moves, takes a shot, deflected wide. Remy Sandoy pinches along the boards, number 14 on the Turkish team. Plays it back to his defenseman. Goes the other way. Blocked at the line by the captain, Bert Haynes. Sent in, Dale Harrop back to Ruddle. Shot wide of the goal. Ollie Hay regains it, shot in front. Blocked. Turkey regaining control of the puck. A 3-against-3 breakout. Nick Henderson, number 10 for the Ice Blacks, sends the puck up the boards in the general direction of a Turkish player. Not an icing. Looks like he just wanted to make a change. Teams both making changes to their on-ice players. Shot over the goal. Jordan Chalice with the puck, sends it to the middle of the ice. Gets it back, sends it in to the Turkey zone. Number 3 regathers the puck, sends it up the boards. Andy Cox, 24, with the puck, sends it down low. Paris Hyde battling for it. Turkey, hard rim of the puck around the boards, up to the winger, number 19. Back to his defenseman, sends it cross ice. Dump and chase play here by Turkey. Rick Perry out of the goal to stop it, sets it up for his defense player, Nick Henderson. Nick Henderson gathers the puck, up to Jordan Chalice, 22, in black, up to Paris Hyde. Breaks around past the Turkish defender. Shot in front of the, pass in front, shot by Andy Cox, saved by the goalie. Turkey, number 10, goes around the defenseman, has a break on goal. Shot saved by Rick Perry. Another shot, blocked. Turkey with the puck at the top, near the blue line. Another shot, left hand. Scramble in front for the puck. Slap shot, well wide of the net there. Turkey mishandling the puck. Chris Eden, uplet pass, up to Polozov, one-on-one. Good defensive effort there by Turkey to stop that attack. Polozov regains the puck. Looking for some support, sends it around behind the net to Chris Eden. Eden back down low to Polozov. Polozov in front, quick shot, stop, save. Turkey having difficulty getting that puck out of the zone, managed to do it now. Nick Craig steadies the ship back there, sends it back into the Turkish area. Turkey sends the puck right down the goal. Icing.
Been really impressed by the Turks in this period, 4.5 minutes in. they come out with a lot of energy and put a lot more pressure on the Ice Blacks in this period, and I think they've probably got as many or if not more shots in this period than they did all the second.
Yeah, certainly the Turkish coaching staff must have had some stern words or some strong encouragement. They need to really regain some momentum and composure here and not give the Ice Blacks time and space. Andy Hay making a good play to chip the puck up the boards, forcing the Turkish team to try and regain the puck, but unfortunately it was outside the blue line area, put back in the zone, hence we have an offside. Kiwis win the face-off back. Clean win from Dale Harrop. Bert Haynes sends the puck in deep into Turkish territory. Number 9 goes back to get it. Sends it back around. All the way up to the blue line, just out of the zone. Kiwis dump it back in. Number 9. Gökhan Öztürk sends it back up the boards. Remy Sandoy with the puck. Shot from the point. Pad save from the goalie. Ruddle with a shot from the side of the slot. Another save by the Turkish tender, getting tested. Kiwis putting some pressure on here. Whoa, big open ice hit here. Just missed the man, was Ollie Hay. Referee has the hand up. Penalty indicated 2. Looks like it's going against the Ice Blacks. So it just goes to show you got to be in control of yourself and your body at all times. Even if you think you've got the puck or reaching for it, you make contact with another player in that type of a fashion or manner of IIHF level, you're going to get called, and those things can cost you. Not just you, but also the team. So here we have 14:20 in the third period of play. Ollie Hay has a penalty for the Ice Blacks, 1:55 in his penalty. Face-off inside of the Kiwi zone. Turkey wins the draw. Number 9, Öztürk with the puck. Controlling at the top. Sends it low to 23. Serdar Semez gets the puck back. Sends it up to the point. Looks like again we have that in the crease violation against Turkey.
Yeah, it's the 4th time tonight we've had that call. First time against the Turks. So again, for viewers, if you're standing in front of a net, you can't have any part of your body inside that blue paint. Otherwise, the referee will blow it down dead and the face-off will come outside the zone.
Be interesting to see with the statistician if how many times that's been called in this tournament so far. That's 4 in this game. 1:30 remaining in the Kiwis penalty. Third period of play as we have another stoppage. 13:52 remaining in this third period. Almost 7 full minutes gone.
New Zealand's penalty kill is a little bit more passive than the Turks. They're allowing the Turks to keep that puck on the outside, and they're trying to protect the middle of the ice. And quite happy for the Turks just to pass it around the outside.
You could definitely see a contrast in styles and how effective the Turkish penalty kill was with their aggression and the lack of scoring, as all the Kiwi goals thus far have come on the equal strength, not on power play. So we'll see here how the penalty kill reacts on this Turkish power play.
Turkish defenseman came in there. He tried to make a pass to the guy in front of the net, and one of the New Zealand Ice Black defenders, I think it was Nick Craig, managed to get a stick in the passing lane there and tip it up over the glass. So face-off will stay inside the New Zealand zone.
It looks like the Turkish bench has indicated to the referees they are calling for a timeout in the middle of their power play. This I have not seen very often in hockey, a team calling a timeout in the middle of their power play. 11:08 seconds remaining in this power play. 3-0 is the scoreline. Turkey looking to try and regroup here, to try and maybe, I don't know, maybe gather some of this momentum for this power play and reshift it onto their favor.
The Turkish coach has seen an opportunity here. His team's down by 3. They got a minute 8 left on this power play. If if they could get a goal here, that would be a bit of a momentum shift for them and really get them right back in this game. So I think that's probably why the Turkish team is taking a timeout, just to really kind of draw up a play and create some focus on this power play and see if they can't get a goal and get the momentum.
Well, both sides have a bit of a break here and get their troops refreshed, and some good coaching messages from both sides. And here we are, drop of the puck in the Kiwi zone. Puck in the feet, gathered through, sent down the ice and cleared by Callum Burns into Turkish territory, killing some valuable time on this power play for the Turkey team. Turkey team here wearing white and red, Kiwis in black. That's an icing.
On the breakout from Turkey, the defenseman skating up the ice. He made the pass from around his blue line and it missed his winger, went down the ice, and that's an icing.
You can see the Turkey coaching staff pacing on their bench. I would not be very happy when your players are missing their open teammates with passes on the power play. Once again, Turkey sending pucks in the general area of each other, just maybe a little bit too far for each other. However, they've regrouped here. 16 has the puck, controls it, passes up to number 10, Gumas, takes a shot, off a foot in front, deflected, looks like it hit off the mesh. Stoppage of play.
19 seconds left in this penalty, still to New Zealand. You could see there that New Zealand was really, like I described in the last stoppage, they're quite passive. They're allowing that shot, and the Turks were just getting some traffic there in front of the net.
Face-off, won by the Turks, a little bit too far. Missed right past their defenseman. Their goaltender comes out to play the puck. 21, Yusuf Kars sends it up the middle to his number 23. Number 10, Gumas, in front to 19. Stopped by Bert Haynes, has the puck in behind the goal, battling with Turkey. Remy Sandoy helps him out. Oh, is tripped up by number 23. Looks like there's going to be a call. Referee's got the hand up. Definitely a bit of a hold. 23 Semez is going to the box for Turkey right at the end of their power play.
Remy was going to that puck and he had position on the Turkish forward, and he just reached out, and they're calling it a hold. May have been a little bit of a hook, but anyway, it's 2 minutes and New Zealand's going to go back on the power play here. Let's see if they can work this puck down low and try and get some good opportunities.
So the Kiwis are lining up in the Turkey area with the face-off. Jacob Ratcliffe gets set. Wins this draw straight back to Nick Craig. Ooh, risky pass across, intercepted by the Turkish player. Breaks in on goal. Doesn't have any support. Nick Craig back to intercept it. Comes back strong. Very dangerous pass across D to D. We spoke about that in the first period. Polozov, one-time shot onto the goal. That's a good advantage, having a left-hand shot down in that right-hand pocket of the power play. I know that's certainly the advantage of being a left-handed player. I know I'm a left-handed person, and that's where I was parked on the power play the odd time. And Polozov, a lot more skilled than I am, I reckon, and he certainly can take advantage of that position and shoot the puck in. Yeah, he also had the goalie had a clear line of sight. Ooh. Turkey managed to intercept the pass, deflected it back in front, and the goalkeeper managed to hold on to it to prevent any further action in front of his goal. He's not a very big goalkeeper. He's listed here. His name's Tolga Basaki. Not sure how you pronounce that. We'll just go with it. First name Tolga. He's 1.7 meters, 5'7" tall, 70 kilos. So he's he's not a huge goalie, but he's certainly very agile. 1:16 remaining in this power play in the third period. 11:26 remaining. Nick Henderson setting up behind the goal for the Kiwis. Bringing it up ice. Sends it down. Callum Burns. Over, drop pass to Andy Cox. Takes a hit.